Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's all every day. Round trip positions, that's how we roll.
Yo, good morning. Happy Easter, fam.
We won't make a dollar.
I just noticed my wife put a pile of candy at my desk, so fuck yeah. Cutie, good morning. Trojan GMs, but Cutie and Trojan. Is this like is this a holiday where people are going to be away? I don't remember last year. I don't remember the stream well, oh shit, last year was the 420s. Hang on a second. Easter's not on 420, it's on a Sunday. So last year Easter wasn't on 420, right? Hang on. Let me verify. I don't celebrate anything, man. April 20th was Saturday last year. Okay. Easter was the 21st last year. I was not doing a 12-hour live stream last Easter. No. Awful Light, good morning. Happy 420. God, I almost forgot. Yeah, happy 420, boys. Dude, I might get baked today. It's been at least a year. At least. I didn't smoke once last year. I had an edible, like a little, like 2 milligrams, like once last year. Like once. I haven't smoked in like a year and a half, maybe. Maybe today's the day. I'm not feeling it. We'll definitely microdose. Hang on. We got him out. Maybe a shorter stream, like probably an hour, but if the kids get up and we want to get into Easter basket shit, we'll maybe. That's what's up. Dude, you're second of the day. What time is it by you? Luna, good morning. Michael, good morning. Michael, how do I say your name? But GMs. Anthony, good morning. Yeah, dude. It sounds fucking great. 8:13 or 8:11, and you're on your second, bro. I didn't get anything done yesterday. Yesterday was fun. We went to, like anybody gives a shit. We went to we bought a new grill. My wife and my anniversary is coming up tomorrow, actually. Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to get you. Good Lord, Luna. Good morning, by the way. I'm like, I don't know what to get you. And I was going to get you a grill for Mother's Day. It's like, no, I want it now. Let's get a grill. So we went and got a grill, and then I took hours putting that thing together. I didn't get to any of my work, which sucks because that's all today. Luna, you fucking lunatic. That's what that stands for. Oh, that's what the Luna in your name stands for. Blackstone. Yeah. Dude, I love it too. It's great. I wanted to get one with a flat top too. But they only had, at least we went to Sam's, and at least at Sam's, the only black tops they had was only blacktop. It wasn't like the normal like gas range plus with the grates and then a griddle thing on the side, flat top on the side. I wanted both. Dude, I want a smoker bad. I want a smoker. I got a buddy who like got into smoking like a year and a half ago, and the dude, it's fucking amazing. Did you really, Cutie? Oh, dude, good shit. Wait, who here was launching something today? One of you guys was going to launch something today. All right, let's talk about some shit. We're going to check up on that coin. Oh, but because I was doing stuff yesterday, I didn't tweet out the second tweet, which I'll do this morning, which was comparing. Well, it makes sense to give it a little time anyways, but comparing fees on Zora versus Abstract versus YouTube. Guys, I think Zora wins, which is kind of crazy. Dude. China, wow. You got to try it at least. You got to try it more than once. But actually, you should try DMT instead. Go DMT for your next whatever. Anyway, hit the like, subscribe over on YouTube at Inside NFTs or NFTLDR is the channel. We're live on Abstract. We're over on X. Dropping the Abstract link here because you got to make sure to follow along there too. And you guys actually celebrate Easter, like church and all that? And then follow me on xhuda_idiot. Dude, today's the 1 year anniversary of runes. Did you guys know that? Today's the day. You guys remember? Do you guys remember how crazy that was? And how, dude, it's pathetic. We probably should check in at the total market cap of runes. It's awful. It's probably like 300 mil, right? Well, let's peek. But yeah, a year ago today, the runes protocol went live, and everybody was racing to get that rune number 1 spot. And who was it that got it? Fehu. Fehu got the number 1 spot. Aside from the one that Casey Rodamore did, and I forget the name of that. What was the Casey Rodamore rune? Goods and services, or it was something like that, right? Yeah, who remembers the name of the Casey rune? That was the first rune, but beyond that, everybody was fighting to get, the very first, like publicly etched rune, and it went to Fehu. But Dog was in the mix, and Decentralized got number 2. I told Henry back in the day, I'm like, early doesn't matter. It's either you're number 1 or nothing else matters. Still think it's true. But even Dog barely matters. Hate to shit on it. Dude, okay, the rune market cap is actually higher than I thought. It's basically it's right around $1 billion. I'm kind of surprised by that. Uncommon goods. Thank you, man. There we go. Is that true, cutie? Oh my god. Dude, lamb sounds amazing. Oh my god, dude. I haven't had lamb since I was a kid. The like doing it right, like lamb and mint jelly. Dude, I haven't had that since I was a kid. Oh my god. We're doing ribs, which is not it's not a very Eastery kind of meal, right? Hang on, my lighting's all fucked. Yeah, ribs is not an Easter kind of meal, right? But that's what we're doing. I can't wait to. Edge, good morning, man. Well, I mean, good vibes cooking, dude. Good vibes are up to 0.4. We'll look through that. Doginals, maybe. Dude, I want. Oh, rabbit ribs would be magic. I want. God, I want lamb bad now. That sounds amazing. Anyway, I'm surprised by runes. Happy 1 year anniversary to runes. Let's peek then. Yeah, spoiler. Here's those beautiful. I'll tell you, man. 0.4. 0.4 is, dude, they're up to 0.42. It's actually cheap. These are going to head to multiple ETH. They are. Yeah, okay. They go to multiple ETH as long as we don't hit a bear market. And I don't think any of us think a bear market's coming, right? Oh, Anthony, we'll come back to that too, because there was some talk about that. It is in the works, I think. If we don't bear market, who the fuck knows? I still think these will actually have a decent-ish floor because they've got really great collectors, but a lot of them have a lot of them. You know what I mean? But if we hit any kind of bull market or just maintain like this, Good Vibes Club is going to enter the territory of like Lil Pudgies and anything in that ballpark. These will be over an ETH. They'll just hang out at an ETH. And I think that if we get hot, these are going to be multiple ETH. And the rare ones will go for 5 to 10. That's where these are heading. At this point, I think everybody can see they're different. They absolutely are. But let's do runes real quick. I just got to see Dog. Dog is just absolutely obliterated. All of them. I'm not picking on Dog, but Dog was supposed to be the one. $148 million market cap. Market cap on runes is kind of a meme. Yeah, it's all fake. Sucks you can't even really go by that. Dog 148 mil, Billy 11 mil, Mim 55, Gizmo 3.7. It's bad, dude. And I still have hope. Good morning, Kim. What's up, man? Dude, good vibes. They're really special. It's going to be the PFP of this cycle, and it's going to enter as long as they just keep doing what they're doing. And by the way, they're at this price without having showed their hand at all. they're gonna move when they show their hand, and they got a hand to show. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, look, it's a different time, so I don't think they'll be 10 plus ETH, but you never know. They're definitely like that caliber. Not yet early. They're early, but they're that caliber. They're really great. They're top tier NFT collection. They're instantly on par with potential wise with I don't want you can't say pudgies. Let me wrap up the Rune thing and we'll come to that. Rune's happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever. 1 year old. On Spaces yesterday with Polymath, who fucking guys, he came back last night to Spaces and crashing out, and that guy's fucking wild. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think of Polymath, man. Because he's threatening people. First off, if it's all just WWE kind of just engagement, fun, being spicy for the sake of views, which it got tons of listeners, then cool. Good morning, Stitch. Good morning, Rocky. Good seeing you, boys. Okay, if it's just that, then all is fine. All fine, fair, like wicked fun. But he, and I'm no fucking white knight, so I personally don't give a shit about this. But he was telling a woman to shut up, and he doesn't listen to women. And his response to everybody is, "I'm going to beat your ass." It's just like it was like hours of, "I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass." Like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, again, it was fun, but I don't know what to make of that. If it's just for fun and entertainment, it was that, and it's totally cool. If he's really looking to like fucking throw down with everybody while he's trying to build this community, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it was a great look. Not for him, but for Ordinals. I'll tell you what, that space is why I dislike Ordinals so much. Because it's so PvP. It's so like fucking people flexing their wallets and chest, thumping and shit. I think the whole Ordinals ecosystem is somebody messaged me yesterday about it. And I'm like, dude, the whole thing's a cesspool. I hate it. Ordinals is my favorite NFT ecosystem. The NFTs there are head and shoulders above everybody else. Not even close. There's not even a debate there. NFTs on Bitcoin are special, just inherently special because they're on Bitcoin. And because like our problem like in meme coins is too many. Our problem with NFTs is too many. You're not going to have too many ordinals. With that said, you're going to have tons, fucking tons, but it will always be less because it's going to get too expensive to make them. And the quality ones, there's not a lot of. But the community is garbage over there. Not saying those guys are, by the way, but I'm just saying in general that is like what Bitcoin is known for. Like the fighting, the flexing. Who the fuck wants to come over? Why would you want to come over and be part of the community? Go grab your collectible and sit on it for 5 years and you're going to make a lot of money. But who wants to be part of any of that shit? I don't, and I love it over there. You know what I mean? Like, I love Ordinals, but I hate the fucking community over there. And by the way, you got a big ass problem then if meme coins value is the community, and we're talking these Bitcoin native meme coins is that community, it's fucked. So we'll see. We'll see how Slingshot does for runes. I'm not super optimistic. I'm like, I think everything pumps, but I'm not super optimistic. So yeah, yeah. So Anthony. Wait, was it Anthony? Yeah, Anthony. Leonidas did make a comment. Two things. I'm pretty sure he was hinting at, or he might have even said it. I was kind of half listening, but he definitely talked about next airdrop. He definitely was talking about something, the next coin. He's got another coin coming, which is awesome. And when Polymarket, again, I think he's playing a character. And, it's half real too. And he was drunk. I mean, it's just, I think it was just good entertainment. I like him. I fucking like everybody, except for that one guy. I cannot wait to share that one day. What's up, Nova? Good to see you, man. Okay. He did talk about next airdrop. No specifics, no details, just was like, it was in the air. It was mentioned, it was mentioned. And Uncle Matt, good morning, man. And then when Polymath was pushing him on, you said this coin would get to 1 billion, never got to 1 billion. And that was the threshold, by the way, for the next rune. Once he hits 1 billion market cap, he's going to do his next rune. Okay. Leonidas mentions, he said something interesting. He's like, look, between the market cap of the dog coin itself and the runestone, put them together, it was over 1 billion. And it was. So if he wants to play it a little looser like that, He could say he hit that billion threshold and he can go ahead and do rune drop number 2, which is awesome. Only problem here is when that happens, do any of you actually picture holding your runestones through it? Or do you picture like dumping your runestone on the pump? You know what I mean? On the announcement. Or 50-50, but like you got to imagine every single runestone holder's looking to get out to some degree, right? I should be. I probably am. And then that said, if we hit another ordinal season, I imagine runestones are going to get a lot of airdrops and whitelists and all. So I don't know, but I do think a lot of people are probably looking to get out. So we'll see with that. Good Vibes Club, guys. Man, I wish we don't. Maybe we don't have a shorter show, but sometimes I start the show and I'm like, there's not much to hit on today, and then there ends up being tons. And there is tons. Roth, good morning over on Abstract. Good to see you, man. English, you got a take on yesterday on the spaces? Like, it's just entertainment, right? It's just like engagement kind of shit. That might be too close for you to comment on it. But it's spicy out there. Okay, so then Good Vibes Club. Dude, looking really fucking amazing. Really fucking amazing. In 24 hours, these bad boys. Well, okay, 48. To be fair, 48 went from 0.25 to 0.4. They're the real deal, man. They're the real deal. In fact, 0.25 to 0.4, basically 0.43 now. They're the real deal. Okay, cool. That's cool. I figured, dude, it mostly is, and he's entertaining as fuck. He's wild. That makes me like, I don't think I even disliked anything yesterday, unless it's real, and then it's like you got to just be like, you question stuff. I like him. He's like a strong personality. We need that shit here. Because otherwise, who's talking about ordinals? Nobody. So Nova, here's what's interesting with it. When he's like talking to the girl, she gave her Eternals away. That's fair. The girl used to tell him shut up and women can't talk to him or something like that. She was one of his holders. She's like, I never have met you before. Now I don't want anything to do with it. And so she did a giveaway during the spaces yesterday. So she's out. Just happens, dude. Like maybe someone like her needs to know polymath a little better and know that just comes with the territory, and it's half for fun. And you know what? Like, we say we hate that shit. Not that any of you said it. I'm saying I think Ordinals is a bad kind of community, but it's kind of like we hate Thread Guy, we hate Frank, we hate all those guys, but we sure love it when they're here hyping shit up. I really do think we need those guys. Although this is more of a conversation. Do we need meme coins and all the junk? Or do we want to just focus on the building and the tech and the whatever? It's almost that conversation, but with personalities. Do we want the wild shit? Or do we want to just focus on like super factual tweets about whatever building and whatever? Or we need that stuff. We need the wild. You hate wait, what part do you hate, English? You hate the drama, or you hate the Yeah, I think you're talking that. And by the way, nobody's building, so there's no building shit to talk about. Yeah. I lean that way too. Only because like if we want to grow ordinals, if we want to grow this space, which we do, if you're new and you're checking it out, that's pretty off-putting. It is. Like it just is. We still don't have a good vibes club of ordinals. And like the versions we have of good vibes club under ordinals, it's like more D-Genny, right? Like we got that stuff. Like Taproot Wizards, Honey Badgers. Actually, Pizza Ninjas might be Pizza Ninjas might be the closest thing to that. Like good art and like a good kind community building, good vibes, but it's tiny. It's fucking tiny. But yeah, it's not a net positive, I don't think. We don't have other characters to balance that out. We don't have any big voices that can balance out. You got to have the crazy and you got to have like the good leaders. There's no good leaders on the Bitcoin side. There's just not. As far as somebody who's there every day as the voice of the ecosystem, they don't have it. But anyway, these fuckers are big time the real deal. Big time. Yeah. So predictions, but also like why people like them. You guys, for the most part, For the most part, you guys know why people like them. Again, the team that's been building for years, the connections, like the partnership with Super Rare for this, like it's all of these things. But they're building something, which that stuff doesn't move the needle. Like, hey, we're building a like media. I don't even know exactly what they're building, other than their own brand, their own Web3 brand, and like a what's the term for it? Like a media studio, right? They've done work, guys. I mean, they've worked with the biggest brands in the world. They work with Meta. They did the entire Instagram redesign, like the way Instagram looks now. They did it, and they work with Google, and they work with like Visa or MasterCard. They work with some of the biggest brands in the world. So they're legit. They can do it. This is them. So this is the shit they've worked on. And now they're doing their own thing. Now they're building a Web3 brand. Like I think they're going to do what the Doodles were kind of trying to do. But also, you saw how it played out with Doodles. They can put out some cool stuff and it doesn't matter. It doesn't. So like I'm curious what this means and what they could do that's different and fresh and actually what they could do that works. But there's something interesting here. We already know content is so valuable to like NFTs in general. Like it's just content matters. It's how you get your shit out there. It's how you make money. You have to have content. You have to. Dude, Anthony, I wanted pizza. That was my vote, was pizza tonight. That was my vote, dude. So maybe these guys can help other projects put out like really great content. And they are working with a big brand, Web3 brand. I think they're doing something with Pudgies or Bored Apes. I think they are. It'll be a big one. Maybe it's Doodles. So I don't know what they're building other than they are building. They're not showing the hand yet, but they're building. And whatever they're building will go back to the price. And I'm actually going to go back on what I said, where I'm like, building stuff doesn't move the needle, except I think at this price it does. I think at this price, I think it does move the needle and pushes them maybe closer to that 1 ETH mark. Maybe. It's you know what? It's an instinct thing. I think there's too many boxes checked for them in a good way. Like, again, people love the art. They love the team. They love the community. They love the care that went into the collection, like traits, balance of traits, the rarity in the collection. Like, everybody loves all that. And I think the cherry on top is going to be the fact that they're building a product. And they're going to do something interesting with IP too. So I think putting that extra check there that, okay, there's actually something bigger that gets the brand out there. Even, look at this guy's really nice. Dude, they're so nice. Drop, I didn't. I had an offer for over 2. I had 2.01 and I didn't take it. I got an offer. I'm peeking right now. I didn't take it because I'm going to take it if I get desperate and need it. For now, I don't, and I think they have a lot more upside. I'm playing that game. I am, because I think these guys are very getting stuck in that trap, but I do think they're very different. Yeah, I think floor on the collection is going to go to. I think it's the same guy off. Yeah, this guy wants a hoodie so bad. I think the floor on this will go 1+ ETH, but I think some of the rare stuff will go 3 to 5 ETH, and like the super rare stuff will be 10+, which some of them are already doing that. Like the 1/1s are 10+. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's gonna be this is the collection of 2025. I think it's the collection of this cycle. That doesn't. When I say that, by the way, that's assuming that ordinals are different. I don't put them in the same category. I don't think they're the same thing. And like Taproot Wizards, I think is a collection from a couple years ago. I don't know if we'll call it a 2025 NFT or not, but it's different. I don't look at them like this kind of NFT. I think that's it's a collectible in a different way. This is a community. Yeah, I don't think I'll take the 2 ETH if I need it. and I think I can get it at any point, but I don't need it right this second. And I just can see where these are going. It's much higher. Like, man, if you've not like if you started to like them, but it's still not clicking, I still say hop in their Discord and check them out because it is the community. It's when you sense the guys in there, you get why people are kind of going crazy over them. It's a fun community, and it's like a very kind community too. Like very, very friendly, nice people. Look, somebody had their stuff stolen. Community went, bought it back, gave it back to them. We hear that story, right? We used to hear that story a lot in Web3. Doesn't feel like we hear it as much recently. It's because nobody, gives a shit in the way they did before. But like, it's a friend of mine might be listening, but said that like this collection is just running back an old narrative, and that old narrative doesn't really work anymore. And he's not wrong. He's completely right. But I do think it's the nostalgia. I think the fact that this feels like the old stuff when everybody just wants to recreate the magic of last cycle. That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants that same magic, and we haven't recreated it, and and it doesn't even feel like it's close. But this thing somehow captured the vibes. It captured the look, it captured the vibes, it captured the community, it captured everything about it. The purest, like it is the purest NFT collection I've seen since back then. It just feels different. But like in their Discord, you should be in there just to vibe with everybody. It really feels different. Real community. Sounds silly, but it is, and they're awesome. I have a feeling I need to see where Doodles fall after their TGE, right? I think they're overpriced because the dude token's priced in. I have a feeling Good Vibes Club and Doodles will be damn near the same price. I don't know where that settles. If Doodles maintain here even after TGE, I think Good Vibes Club will be right there. I definitely see him at Lil Pudgy's level and maybe flipping Lil Pudgy's. I can definitely see him getting to Azuki level, which sounds crazy. After everything Azuki's done, it doesn't take much to push these things that hard. And it's a smaller collection than all these. It's a way smaller collection. These are what, 6,900 versus 10K versus 20K versus 10K here too. Good Vibes Club has a lot going for it, man. A lot. Weird how Doodles was burnt toast creator and GVC was toast. Yeah, dude. Yes. Yep. Dude, Doodles have a book on their art. I want to read it. I'm so fat. I'm not an artist, but I'm like fascinated by that stuff. I think it's awesome. Infamous, good morning, man. Happy Easter and a smoke-filled 420. It's a special day. Dude, there's so much candy. I can't wait. Let me expand. I want to see if there's any other projects that I could put it on par with. What are your guys' price predictions for GVC? Let's say this year, how high do you think GVC get? And how high do you think they get? And then also, what's a project you'd compare them to? Let's say when all things settle, let's assume they build something and they put out their brand and they put out some media studio, whatever. Where do you think they settle like in the pack? Who are they around? Okay, just going to scroll. I want to see who I put them on. Mochaverse. I think I could put them on that level, kind of. Although I think Mochaverse are amazing. If we get that hot cycle I'm talking about, where Good Vibes Club are 1, 2, 3 ETH, I think Mochaverse is 10 plus. I think they're next level. Next level. I was gonna say captains, but captains have really they've changed. Captains have changed. Yeah, let me see. Who are they on par with? It's just that things have changed so much. There's not a lot. There's not a lot that's great quality out there anymore. Meebits. God, I would love a Meebit. And I did well getting out of my Eon. I got out of my Eon at 0.9 something. I could buy back in right now. Would not hate that. I would love a Meebit. Would love a Meebit. Man, I really would like one big time. They made a big partnership, actually. I'm trying to remember the details, but they partnered with a like a Web2 brand that connects characters in different games, something like that. I think they help like make these partnerships. I wonder if we'll see Meebits in like mainstream type games, like potentially. It's a cool partnership. Yeah, I don't tell you what. I don't see much out here that GVC isn't won't be on par with. It's hard to say this right now, but I'm just telling you what's in my heart. It's that I think Good Vibes Club is going to be up there with the top dogs. Again, I'll say Doodles, I'll say Azuki, I'll say I can't say Bored Apes and Pudgies, but I just mean it'll still be mentioned with the top quality projects. That's what it has coming. It does. Very different, like high quality. Yeah, I think here it enters that conversation as one of the top NFTs. So this slow grind it's had for the past month, and now nice explosion the past day. I don't know that it settles back down to where it was. I think they're actually I should have been paying attention to their holder count. I think they're onboarding a lot of people. Listing percentage is going way down too. Had been hanging around like 15, 18%. I think we got down to as low as 9% listed. Where's listing? Hang on, this is wrong. Listed in supply. Yeah, this is hang on, let me refresh here. They're finding people who really believe. Do you only really trade ETH? So infamous. I just barely trade in general. Most of my NFTs are on ETH. Actually, at this point, most of mine might be ordinals. I have a lot of ordinals. But no, I trade on anything. I just don't really care much about Solana NFTs or base NFT. I don't care about really anything. Got a couple abstract NFTs. I'd say ordinals is where I do most of my trading. Like actual, if I talk volume, most of it's probably Bitcoin. But these guys I think are built different. 11% listed, 773 listed, 0.43 floor. So we saw these push up to 0.5. Maybe they even hit 0.6. I'm trying to remember their all-time high. And then they pulled back to 0.25. How high did they get? Hang on, let me flip this to... I can't do this in my head. They got up to... let's just say 0.5-ish. Maybe 0.55 even. Not exactly, I don't know. Ballpark. And then they pulled back. They dropped 50%. I don't think they fall back to 0.25 from here. I think they're setting a new floor. So probably settle around 0.3. If they go to 0.29 or whatever, sure. But I think 0.3-ish is where they settle now. Could be higher. Wouldn't be surprised if it's higher. Believe Sergito, hope I say that right, and Meebco. Yes, I love Meebits being out of Yuga's hands. I think it's a great move for those guys. Great move. Yeah, I'm more bullish, and I've always liked Meebits a lot, but I'm actually like more bullish on their potential because of that. I think it's great. And we'll see them on the other side, right? We'll see them there, which is coming out in 2 months. That could move the needle. God, these are so good looking. I want one more. I really want one. Kind of priced out now, but I could grab one and then be kind of tapped out. I don't think that'd be smart, but man, I like these so much. And there's a lot of upside on them. If you're a collector, it's hard to beat them. But if you're a trader, and I think a lot of people these days are just traders because how the market's just fucking wrecked everybody, there's a play here. It's kind of this takes care of both sides. I think there's a pretty... I love this guy. Damn. I think there's a 2x in these. We'll even say you've got a... I love this guy. They're so good looking. Love this guy. I love the gradient ones. Love them. But I don't have any that are just like the solid plastic. That guy's awesome. They're so good. They're so fucking good. What was I going to say? Even like a 50% gain. Easy. Look, unless they fold, I don't see these not getting to 0.75 like in the pretty near future. Just any bullish news these I think send. That said, I'm probably going to be patient right now if I'm going to get one. And man, I'll tell you, my number one trade I'm looking for is the red suit. I want one of these. That's number one on my list is one of these. Also the rainbow guys with the glass hair. Like this guy's fucking awesome. I want that guy so bad. That guy right there. That's the one. Red suit. There's one that looks just like guy with the most likes. It's got the red suit that says beefy, and it's got a mullet, and it's got a mustache. Fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. But there's a play here. Again, unless this whole fucking thing folds and we officially get into a bear market, that kills them, right? But it kills everything. Otherwise, there's a trade here, and as far as a collectible, good shit. I'm also wondering what it's going to look like when if we get into a nice hypey part of the cycle. They're going to get great whitelist. Their connections are it's everything you'd want. I think the whitelist will flow to this collection, especially because they got big holders. They got some great whales. A lot of Bored Apes. A lot of Bored Apes are here. And look, I love that people are pushing this narrative. You buy one Bored Ape or do you buy 30 of these guys, Whatever that number is these days, man. Yeah. Well, okay, there's hints that it's this media studio. Like the fact that here's what they say. They're like, guys, we have built all these creatives for all these brands. They're like, we're doing our own stuff now. So it's pretty vague. But I think they're going to partner with Web3 brands to make them animations and promotional stuff. And I think they're going to have their own animation. That's what I think. And we're starting to see that on YouTube. We got V Friends with an animation on YouTube, like an animated series. We got Little Pudgies with an animated series on YouTube. Azuki's got their thing. I think that's like kind of the direction they're going. It's back to, does it move the needle? No. But because they have all the other things, because people love the collectible itself, them to 1 ETH just seems a given. But also maybe because those connections they have with brands, maybe they pull some of those brands in, just like Doodles were doing, with McDonald's and Starbucks, and I think they did Starbucks, right? And Arizona Iced Tea. Maybe these guys get some brands here in their metaverse. I kind of think that's where they're going. But yeah, that's generally where they're going, is like a media studio. That's Web3. So we'll see what it means for holders, but I think as far as just good old pure NFT vibes and degening and price go up shit, I think it's all there still for GVC. Even at 0.43. I'll probably stop saying that the upside is there, even if it is, but I'll probably stop saying that at like 0.75 or 1. That's where it's like, okay, there's probably upside, but it'd be hard to tell people it's worth getting in. At 0.4, I think it's worth getting in still. Wait for these to pull back. Like they just did a 2x almost. They've almost done a 2x here in the past 3 days. Wait for it to pull back, but these are a fun play. Then the volume's there too, by the way. If you just like to flip in and out of shit, actually, that's worth mentioning. Every so often, I like zero in on collection. And if you know it well, like if you know the traits, it's really easy to trade and make money. Just flip them. You always find stuff that's underpriced on the floor. At this point, I can see I can see the ones that I know people are hunting for certain traits. So even if there's a guy that's sitting a little above the floor, there's easy trades because I know how people are hunting for specific things. And if they're not around, around the clock, they'll miss it, but they'll buy it if you grab it and price it higher. There's a lot of plays in this collection. A lot. Man, I love them. Absolutely fucking love them. But yeah, we'll see what they do with branding. People ask them about IP. I've asked them, can I use my GVC for like branding? And they won't let you because they have plans, because they're doing something with the IP. But again, they're not sharing any of that yet, which is why I think they can move so much in even the short term. When they announce it, they move. Dude, that guy's awesome too. There's risk that they announce something and it's like so underwhelming that it hurts them, and then any kind of potential, you're like, it ain't there. But I think they're gonna do something cool. That guy is fucking awesome. Oh man, how much is he? Dude, I love that guy. 940. Dude, that guy is awesome. Yeah. Dude, it's a great point. I still think it's like the best looking collection on Bitcoin. And it has a lot of similar collectors. Like the Nakamigos guys are big into these. Like big into these. I actually like Nakamigos now because of that. Now I want one. But yeah, Fuku's a good point. And the problem I think goes back to Bitcoin community. It's just so off-putting. It did not pull people in. But that's all ordinals right now. Dude, this guy is so boy oh boy, I'm tempted to flip something and try to grab him. In fact, maybe I'll list one of mine. I might list one of mine and grab this guy if he's around. Like, he is fucking beautiful. 0.5. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna list one of mine. If he sells, then I'm gonna buy that guy. All right, hang on. Let me get this guy listed. I hate that royalties are baked in. Okay. Dude, I love this shit. I love trading stuff, and just has been so long, you know? Okay. Okay, sorry. I was doing that off screen. Here we go. I think I'm going to take this guy right here. I'm going to list him at, I don't think he'll sell, but I think I'm going to list him at like 0.5. And if he sells, I'm going to grab that other one. But this now means I'm committed to watching. This means I'm committed to watching that, because if that guy sells, I'm going to unlist him. But man, do I like that one. In fact, maybe I can find the guy and trade. Did I pass him? No, 0.6, right? That guy. Dude, he's fucking great. Damn, that guy too. Man, there's so I just like the collection. I genuinely just like this collection a lot. And I would love one of the rainbow guys. Especially him. Dude, I would be very tempted to grab him. Fuck, man. This is where it gets interesting. There's a lot of rares that are like above the floor, but they're not crazy. Dude, I miss Fuku's though, man. I like those guys a lot. I really like Fuku's. Dude, I almost just want to grab him. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe I should just sit on my hands. It's probably smarter. I don't know. I'll keep this open. I'm going to keep an eye. But I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch for these guys selling above the floor, which is what happens almost all day long, right? If you look at sales, it's almost all shopping above the floor. It is genuinely people like hunting for stuff they like. Actually, let's go to sales. I think we got a list. A lot of no, that is sales. That is all sales. Wow. Yeah, just people really shopping above floor. Dude, what a collection, man. What a fucking collection. You motherfucker, Edge. No, go for him. Go for him. He's awesome, isn't he? Like, he is really fucking great. Look at that guy. Oh, all right. Let me see. Let me see how he fits in the crew. Yeah, he's awesome. Wait a sec. Somebody threw a 1 ETH offer at my guy. This guy, dude. Again, there's. What's up, Zep? Good to see you, man. This guy here It's okay. People want him because of the beard. There's like this was such an easy collection to play. I just looked at like the demographics out there. I'm like, hoodies, beards, easy. And so I grabbed him because the beard and because it looked like me, kind of. 1 ETH, dude, that is pretty fucking tempting. That's pretty fucking tempting. Sell him and then go get that other guy. Ooh. I got a few hours if he doesn't withdraw that offer. That is really tempting. Part of me thinks that's not real, but dude, I was gonna say I wonder why. I mean, I get it. I get it. People like the beards. Fuck, man. That's really tempting. Sell him, go buy that other one I like, and still have some ETH left over. I don't think that's a bad play. Let me peek. Let me peek at something here. See if I can count how many beards. Because again, I knew it would be the beards that people want. Because it's just a whole. It's just so many like just old white dudes in this collection, you know. And so they want the beards. Okay, the candy one is super rare. There's what 8, 10, 10-ish candy beards, blue beards. Yeah, there's not a ton of beards here in general. I don't think. Okay, so the beards are probably. Hang on. I think the beards are almost as rare as hoodies. And it sounds stupid. Like, who cares about the beard trade? But again, a bunch of old white dudes. Dude, that's a great idea, man. Smart play would be selling him, grabbing the other. If I'm playing it as a trade, he is less tradable. Like this one's more appealing. If you got those side by side, I think people are grabbing this guy in an instant above this guy. But I like this guy more. Well, I don't want to say more, but I just like him a lot. Let me see. I think this is the undervalued thing right now. The shirtless with a tattoo. I think those are under the radar. Those will catch at some point these like 1 ETH bids. And again, I do want the rainbow glass. OWD. Hang on. What is that? Yeah, people do like the pink beard. Oh, just him with the jacket too. Like people, I know it is. I know it's one that people, yeah, people like. So I would look at this as a downgrade, but again, basically walk away with 0.4 ETH. I'll sit on that for a minute. Actually, let me peek. Let's then peek. I want to see what's in that range, like 0.6 ish. What else is around there that might be better grab? And he's great. You know, it's getting a little common on the floor. Like the nice shit is up in that point. They're all nice, but the nicer stuff's in that 0.6 range. So then I need to peek a little above then. Let's see 0.7, 0.8 if there's some like extra nice stuff. Again, that guy's fucking great. Not even going by rarity, it doesn't matter. Because it's like that's why the collection's so good. The rarity and the rarity, you know? Yeah, pit vipers are fucking awesome. See, like these'll have these people already really like the rainbow ones, so they're already priced like as they're priced. That guy's great. They're priced like people are chasing them. They're not that rare too. Like rainbows, there's here. Let me see. It's a good amount of rainbows. Yeah, 252 of the rainbows. So they're not like super fucking rare. Like there's enough for the people that want them, but and then the gray scales people really like too. 396 gray scales, so not as rare at all. But yeah, people like the beards. You know what I'll do? I think for now, while I'm just like thinking through it, I think I list him at 1.5 and see if I get that guy to buy him there. If so, then decisions made, right? Basically, get that guy free. Beard guy's awesome though. He really is. He's so fucking well put together. Again, beard guys. If a beard guy's getting in the collection, they're looking for a beard. They're looking for a thing that looks like him. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of people out there that looks like him. So just because of that, the demand's there. 22 of the pink beards. Floor is over 2 ETH on the pink beards. They don't sell there though. You know what I mean? They'll sell actually way lower than the guy's offering. But if I can here, let's look at beard sales in general. I like how Magic Eden sorts a lot. Like I like that you can do the traits and then check the sales for just that trait. So beards 0.8. Some of them go near the floor, but that's usually the more common beards, like the black beard and red beard. Sounds so dumb talking traits like it matters, you know? But in this, people like it. That's fucking amazing English. That's so fucking funny because it's so true. That's so fucking true. Because that's so funny. It's well, it's just the demographic English. It's just that we got a whole bunch of like white bros. You know what I mean? Like, so I think we're saying the same thing, just wording it different. It's just white guys, and if they all don't have a beard and they want one, if you have a beard, it looks like you. There were other guys in the collection that also like that I wanted to buy because the demographic. I'll show you too. Like it's so fucking funny. Like the most vanilla looking, white dude. And I'm like, oh dude, there's gonna be so many buyers for it. It was like clean haircut, uh square, like rectangle framed glasses, like super clean looking, hoodie, a hoodie down. So wearing a hoodie, but the hoodie's not up. And I'm like, oh my God, people would eat that up. And I saw it sell and it went way above the floor. He's probably not even listed now, but there's a few like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. It's a good take. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him out there just while I'm thinking through this. I think I'm going to put him out there for like 1.5. That guy's doing 1.1. I don't think he's going to go higher because that's pretty fucking high. But then decisions made. If he sells, he sells. Then I can go shop for something and pocket, almost an ETH. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Yeah, might as well list him. If he offers a little higher, let's say 1.25. There's a point where I take it. God damn, they look so good. I want to see if that guy maybe pinged me in Discord too. There's a lot of trading. Let's see. Let's see if dude pinged. Nope. Dude, that Discord's so active too. All right. I think list for 1.5. I don't expect him to sell, but just have it out there. Have it out there. I got way too attached to this shit. I like him. It'd be stupid to not try to make some ETH here. All right. Just for an hour, he's going up. Let's see. He might bite. I doubt it, but if he does, then we still have a nice one that we'll be able to buy. And we make some ETH. Be cool as shit if he sells. Okay. In the meantime, we'll keep checking back here. Last thought, though. It's a great collection. That's it. That's the thought. Really fucking great collection. I like this. Keith Grossman posted, what is he? What's his position at MoonPay? President. There we go. President of MoonPay. Here we go. Crypto and AI. Love this thought. Comes from Balaji. AI makes everything fake. Crypto makes it real again. AI generates, crypto authenticates. AI is probabilistic. Crypto is deterministic. AI busts captchas. Crypto builds them or rebuilds them. AI is digital abundance. Crypto is digital scarcity. That is fucking awesome. That is so fucking great. That's perfect. Somebody should mint that. It's so true. AI and crypto go hand in hand. They are such perfect fucking companions. Crypto makes AI better. And AI is this unstoppable fucking force that's going to reshape everything, as will crypto. You couldn't ask for a more perfect kind of tech stack. You know what I mean? Like, really, that is such a perfect way to put it. That is such a I'm stuck on this. That's so fucking great. Man, each on their own are great, have problems. You put them together. I honestly, I think when I'm looking at AI and crypto, it's part of the same thing. It's part of the same solution. That's the tech stack, AI and crypto. I love that so much, man. Auto.fun live. This is the Eliza OS launchpad. And so far from the people I've talked to about it, they hate it. People aren't liking it. And I don't know exactly why. I poked around on the site. We'll go take a little tour here. But yeah, I don't know. I just see a lot of negativity about it. And again, a friend of mine who checked it out said it's trash. Basically thinks it's like, I don't want to say the end of AI 16Z, but I don't know, man. It's just pump fun again. It's pump fun with a couple new mechanics here, like sharing creator fees, but it is like a pump fun knockoff. So I don't even think it's an agent launch pad. It's just a token launch pad. And also you can migrate your tokens there. But yeah, not a lot of good. I'm not seeing anything bullish about it. We'll say that. I'm seeing nothing bullish about it. Tricky times right now, man. No, nothing's gonna happen anywhere until Bitcoin makes a march back to 90K plus. That has to happen. We keep doing what we're doing, which by the way, we haven't even looked at prices here. If we just keep treading water what we're doing, trading sideways, NFTs are not running. Meme coins are not going. Nothing is going to run till Bitcoin makes that move first. It just will not happen. Bitcoin 84.3, ETH 1500, Ripple 205, Solana 136. Still hoping tomorrow markets back open after a long 3-day weekend. Be nice to open hot. But I don't think we have any catalysts. I don't think we have any announcements. I don't think we have a thing. I don't think we have a thing that this market is waiting for this week. More tariff news, yeah. Deals, all that stuff, yeah. Market's waiting for that stuff. But I do like Marty saying April 6th was the bottom. I like it. I do think something changed. April 6th was that Liberation Day? No, the 2nd was Liberation Day. I wonder why the 6th specifically. Something must have happened in the market that day. But again, I do think crypto changed. I think the tariff war has changed crypto. And if Marty's calling the 6th, for whatever reason, I'll buy it. I think there's something there. We had a Gensler comment last week. Let's play this clip. Gensler talking about crypto. And he's wrong. He's wrong here. We'll talk about why, but let's fix our audio. He's a smart fucker. I mean, he really does get this stuff. He really does. It's a shame he just wasn't on our side, but imagine if Gensler were pro crypto. He knows this shit. Would have been great to have him on our side. But he's like that Matt Hogan dude. He's missing a really important part. You know what these guys are missing is the culture. Like these guys, business guys who get the tech and understand crypto, that's one thing. If you don't understand online culture, you miss half the picture here. You miss it. And the longer we go, the less that'll matter. Well, maybe in a way it matters just as much or more. I don't know. But it's right now really important. Understanding the culture here. Being an online dude, like living online, gives you the correct perspective for this stuff right now. And he doesn't have it. Again, Hogan doesn't have it.
Probably watched. So many CEOs were doing almost victory laps in the crypto world as these enforcement cases were dropped by this current administration of cases, of course, cases that you had brought. As you watched that, what did you think?
Look, I'm going to step back a little bit from any individual cases and just say this again to your viewing public. This is a very small part of the financial markets. But if you were interested in this, think about every financial asset sort of trades on a bit of fundamentals and sentiment. But this field is almost 99, or maybe one might say 100% sentiment and very little on fundamentals. And while something like Bitcoin may persist for a long time because there's 7 billion people around the globe, a real keen interest in it, there's 10 or 15,000 others of these tokens. And to think through your own risk, your own personal risk about where are the fundamentals. And if this is just about sentiment, then generally those don't end up well, and most then go down.
Okay, well, he's not wrong there. I wonder if there was another clip too. He's not wrong about that. There was a comment. Did he say it in here about 15,000 tokens?
It's almost 99, or maybe one might say 100% sentiment and very little part of the financial markets. But if you were interested in this, think about every financial asset sort of trades on a bit of fundamental.
As you watch,
I think there was another clip, right? There was one where he was talking about, like, you know, in the future, one coin is going to make it. He's like, there's 15,000 other coins and there's just nobody's going to care about them. And like, he's wrong and he's not wrong. He's not wrong about like what he's saying here. And that does apply to the 15,000, but he's missing the whole fucking culture part that will keep tokens alive forever. Always new tokens. Some of the old cult ones are going to come back and do amazing too, for sure. I'm all in on the Murad thesis. All in on that. And yeah, I don't think these guys can understand that. I think they are looking at this as like investments, which is like, has been their mistake all along. I would love to find that other clip. Oops. Let me see if I can find it. Like, it's just missing. It's missing such an important part here. Maybe this one?
probably watched. So many CEOs were doing almost victory laps in the crypto world as these enforcement cases were dropped by this current administration of cases, of course, cases that you had brought. As you watched that, what did you think?
I love to hear it, English. I love to hear it. I'm with you. You've heard, because I know you watch, but I've got like second half of the year obviously makes the most sense, but it's the Stables Act. The Stables Act and the Genius Act are the catalyst that get us there. Like positive trade deals, the tariff stuff fizzles out, works out in our favor, or even if it doesn't, like it just that's done. But man, when the Stables Act passes and the Genius Act, but Stables I think is the biggest one. That's what ignites that run towards new all-time high. I'm with you, dude. And those things are coming potentially by the end of the summer.
Look, I'm going to step back a little bit from any individual cases and just say this again to your viewing public. This is a very small part of the financial markets, but if you were interested in this, think about every financial asset sort of trades on a bit of fundamentals and sentiment. But this field is almost 99.
You're contrasting Bitcoin with the other ones, or they're all the same?
Most then go down.
Are you talking, you're contrasting Bitcoin with the other ones, or they're all the same?
Joe, I'm glad that you spoke up because I know you're a bit of a Bitcoin enthusiast and think
Enthusiast. A fucking weirdo.
less well of the rest of those. It's how you and I have always connected in the green rooms. But think of these 10 or 15,000 other tokens, and just on the economics, just on the fundamentals, what are the fundamentals?
No, I know, but that was my question. You throw Bitcoin in with the rest of them, or do you think Bitcoin is different is qualitatively different than the others?
I think there's the distinction is similar to in metals. There's only 2 or 3 precious metals. We humans have a certain fascination with 2 or 3 precious metals like gold. I don't think we humans will have a fascination with 10 or 15,000 meme or sentiment tokens trading.
That was the clip I was looking for. That's why Gary Gensler's a retard. That's why this guy's retarded. I'm telling you, that's the mistake. That's the mistake. By the way, I'm looking. I think that guy might have got delisted. The one I'm eyeballing, maybe not. Sometimes Magic Eden, it's easy to skip over stuff. But that's a mistake to say. I don't think people will give a shit about 15,000. No, he's right there. There's not enough attention. People won't give a shit down the road about 15,000 tokens. It's like 1 or 2 or, a handful, a couple hundred. He's got it so wrong. Some of these guys are so fucking wrong. And it's the culture part they're missing. The fact that Good Vibes Club is born and I'm fucking obsessed with it. And Steady Teddy's had their moment too, but like there will always be new things, always, and it's only going to get bigger. So maybe whether it's 15,000 tokens because the space has grown so much and it's just 15,000 of the latest flavor is popular, or it's that plenty of these old ones survive. He's got that wrong. Like him thinking it's only like a small handful of survivors versus as opposed to tens of thousands. How does a guy like that who gets it so well miss it in such a big way? And I can only go back to not getting the culture, not getting it. And that guy doesn't get it. Again, Matt Hogan says the same thing. A guy I really respect, and I respect Gensler. I actually do. I actually do. Oh, you guys are nice. Appreciate the comments. I love, dude, the weekend shows are the fucking best. I wish I could do the weekend show every day and just do it for like 5, 6, 7 hours a day. I would totally do it. Totally do it. If I had been a better trader years back and had some money put aside to be able to do it, I would go all in. So I think once I do it, it could gain enough traction to support itself. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. That's why in the meantime, I'm looking for a way. I am thinking through those ways to monetize. Actually, maybe a good place to peek over at Zora and how that did. And I will get that tweet out today to share how it did versus the rest, but we'll talk about it here. It is better than I thought. Probably. Yep. I mean, Nova, he really does know crypto well. Like Gary Gensler isn't like a crypto expert. He knows it really fucking well. But again, he's just, the culture part is like so fucking, I mean, the culture part is part of the fundamentals of at least the meme coin side of it. At the very least that, I mean, it's Bitcoin too, but the culture is like part of the fundamentals of this stuff. And the crazy thing is I don't think you can quantify it unless you go back and you like fucking scrutinize microtransactions in games and stuff like that, right? But like, man, if you don't understand the culture, you're misunderstanding a huge chunk of crypto. And you have to know it. You have to. So that's what he misses. And a lot of those guys do. The investment dudes miss it entirely. Dude, we'll think of something. Yep. And it's just like on the other side, why I'm not a good trader. I don't understand fundamentals. I get it, but I don't know how to do. I don't know the games like they do, where algorithmically they fucking get it, and like the theory of it, they get. They know it. They know the rules. They do it very like kind of, by the book, traditional. Here's how it works. Benny, good morning, happy Easter, brother. But yeah, it's just weird then when they come out and so like fucking matter of fact speak on these things. And but it's why we have such a great opportunity, because there are so many guys like Gensler who are pro crypto. He's actually pro crypto in his own fucked up way. But because they don't understand it means we always have that opportunity, because all we'll do is change more minds. I don't think there's anybody, as much as like meme coins are getting shit on right now, right? They are. I don't think we lose people. Like, right, I don't think the base thing is going to make the Zora stuff is going to, I don't think we lose traders because of that. I don't. Whatever's happening there is inevitable anyways, but we don't lose people. All we do is win more people over. Yeah, we're resetting expectations. Flooding the market with tokens is like we're recalibrating. I think it's great. And there's some more great comments out there about this stuff. Okay, we took yesterday, we'll review some numbers here. We minted my first ever live show on Zora as an experiment, comparing creator earnings, maybe plus the tokens, because you mint 1% of the supply as well. And we're going to compare that against YouTube ad revenue and abstract revenue, like based on tips. Tricky thing is I can't factor in like XP. I don't know what the XP will equal. So it's still kind of incomplete. But as of now, little over $6 in creator earnings. I think it's paid out in ETH. Yeah, 0.0039 ETH. Not bad. It's better than I thought. I totally pictured this would be pennies, like 50 cents. That's what I had in my mind. if I were to dump all the tokens at just a $3,700 market cap, that gets us 0.018 ETH. So we're talking 28 bucks. So we're talking 34 bucks. This isn't real. You can't even sell that. I could sell 25% maybe without fucking it. Like, yeah, I mean, it'll tell you price impact. But like in theory, we made like 34 bucks on this mint. And that did surprise me. Really, really surprised me. So I went back and I added up yesterday's tips on the abstract show. What was it? $2? $3? It was like $2 or $3. And I'll show this again. I showed it yesterday. And then hang on, let me share this screen. By the way, I'm going to do something with the tokens for this too. By the way, I think like it's a super crude way of doing it, but we're going to do something. So if I go back, I mean, geez, it's a pretty interesting tweet. If I tweet out here that one Zora mint potential revenue, it's hard to know if I can count the tokens, right? Selling the tokens for that extra 26 bucks. But I mean, if we count it, it's more money than I got for a month of streaming on YouTube. I'm really surprised by it. If I go back 90 days, you can just see how this works. Like all these spikes are the weekend shows, right? So $5 last Saturday, like $2 each day the week before, $2.50, $3, $2, right? It's always $2 to $3. So like this one beats it. I would assume a billion tokens. Actually, we can check. Let's see. I would assume a billion, but could be wrong. It is cool. It makes an ERC20. Like there's something cool about it, you know? I still don't think it's the right method, but I'm opening my mind a little to it. But like, how do you sustain that? I would never put out one for every show. I don't even think I would do one a week. Again, an NFT makes more sense. Yeah, it is a billion tokens. What I am going to do at the very least for the next mint I do, guys, not mint, I'm sorry. At the very least for the next whitelist I have, they'll basically be sold for this token. I don't know what the number will be, but let's just play magic fucking fantasy. Let's say I get a whitelist to a very hot mint. You'll have to, we'll do it manual, but you'll send me X number of tokens to a wallet. You get a whitelist. So we'll definitely like 1000% do that. We'll see if we find a way to automate that at some point. I'm not going to mint any more of these because this was just an experiment, but that way we can at least do some utility for this. And maybe this token will work for like whitelist for the foreseeable future. Like we just keep it working like that for a while. But at the very least, the next whitelist I get, and I hope it's a good one. If not, maybe we just keep doing it till we get a hot one. But yeah, like it'll be like guaranteed whitelist. We'll figure out the number of tokens you need. But yeah, spend the tokens on a whitelist. At the very minimum, it's at least a little utility for it. And then I'm not selling my tokens. If anything, and by the way, I don't want to like commit to that because what if there's a scenario where it makes sense to sell it? And some of it, right? I think you guys know whatever I would do would be transparent ahead of time and fair. But I think it'd be more to keep and give away too. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, because my other idea, what I've been brainstorming is it's an NFT. It's an NFT that's minted each week. It's $1. And the NFT gets you into the raffle for whitelists. Top holder gets a guaranteed spot. And also like revenue share, which isn't much, but then you start picturing if this scales, right? If I can scale this thing and get sponsors and get guests that pay to come on, which my show is actually big enough where people do pay to come on those size shows, which is crazy, but they do. And I've never taken advantage of that, but I could. But then some kind of revenue share, like X% goes to the top holder of the NFT. X% is raffled to any NFT holder. And the more you hold, the higher your chances, right? I've spent so much time with ChatGPT working out what's the magic number, where's the split, like what percentage makes sense. But then that gets interesting because people buying the NFT feeds back into the revenue, which then is higher pool to win, right? Murray, are you asking if I do know or did I know? I don't think I knew, but I don't know. No, I'll just say no. But yeah, again, dollar NFT. The whitelists, revenue share, and that would work on a monthly basis, end of the month. Yes, okay, that would definitely be part of it. It would be one-off streams that would be like subscriber only or NFT holder only streams. Also, like, as stupid as this sounds, like people could get my time, right? For whatever, any kind of personal one-on-one advising, all that stuff, right? That ties into it too. I think the revenue share, again, with the numbers I was doing, it's not nothing, right? Because if it's like 50 NFTs, put the ad revenue in, put all the tips in, like everything the show brings in, everything. If it's $100 a month, it's $100. But if it's $25, it's $25. But if you bought the one NFT, or let's say you bought two NFTs, you bought $2 worth of NFTs, so two NFTs for the month, and you're the top holder, well, if I'm doing a 25% of the revenue goes to that person, top holder, well, then for your $2, you get 25 back, plus you get the guaranteed whitelists. And then I'm also, this is in rough shape. This is rough shape, but I'm working on this website. I had this back in the day, and it was super fucking cool. This is not, I'm just playing with some layout stuff, but essentially like a daily newsletter. But then the site is updated throughout the day. And the whole point, like the brand was always NFT LDR. The whole thing is like, these things need to be short and sweet and to the fucking point. You should be able to, in a minute, know what's going on. So it's updating it throughout the day with just like the biggest headlines, the biggest, spiciest topics on X, and the biggest upcoming drops. It's just something like that that's always updated. So when you are taking you have 5 minutes during the day to check in and see what's going on, and you scroll Twitter, and you pop in your Discords and you check wherever you check, you've got 5-10 different stops. Point of this is one stop that has all of that stuff. Again, like at a glance, and this is not formatted how I want, but like tight, to the point, short headlines, again, with the Twitter posts, all that stuff, all that together. Yeah, I'd worked on this forever ago, and I started playing with this again just in the past couple weeks. See, like I wouldn't have these news feeds like this. Also, that should render and actually show the tweets, but thinking of getting this site back and running, and it's the tiniest value add, but it would just go right along with the dollar mint. Like the dollar NFT is like, the site's gated by just that little thing. Actually, maybe it shouldn't even be gated, because it just, if anything, SEO just can help bring in eyeballs. Anyway, all that stuff, all that. Thinking of it, I think the rev share helps. At least gets people playing the DGen game. $1 gets you a chance at 25 or 50 or 100. If you scale that, it's where it starts getting interesting. If we can start bringing in a couple of grand a month on it, then the rev share at a good percent starts getting interesting. So working on that. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, guys. Fuck. Sorry, I didn't have the screen switched over. Yeah, it's tricky. I think the timing is off. There you go. Appreciate that, Nova. Timing's off, where if I'd started this a year ago, I think we'd be in a place where maybe the show could sustain itself. Maybe. It's kind of late now. So again, a lot of this is just placeholders trying to play with the layout. This stuff here, as like basic as that looks, that was the money. That was the money spot for me. Having these headlines pick the broken, space between them, so they're very easy to see, but just the headline. And only the top stories. It's not going to be flooding you with news. It's only the top stories. Picture like 10 of them at the most. and like easy to read through them, easy to see them. Again, same with the Twitter posts, same with the big drops. Crypto prices, the day's video, or actually, my 5-minute videos is absolutely part of this too. So the morning 5-minute update. So you don't sit through the hour morning live show. It's the old 5-minute everything update. Crypto, AI, NFTs, just boom, 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 boom. Every point. Not much commentary, like maybe a sentence commentary here and there. But that's part of it too. Like the theme is NFT LDR or crypto TLDR. It's like, it needs to be very short and quick, all of it. You should be able to be plugged into all the shit that's happening in a couple of minutes, not having to sort through everything. And again, just gate that by that dollar NFT. Again, this stuff I don't think will stay. That's just that's kind of against the point of it. I think the $5-minute video is like essential to it though. People love that, and I get why. Because I would watch it. That's how I kind of base things. Like, would I find that useful? Would I watch a 5-minute update? Fuck yes. If I could, it's why I look at like B-Check's morning update. If I can at a glance be pretty well caught up in everything happening, yep. So the audio version of that, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, but every day, 7 days a week, 3 to 5 minute update on just AI, crypto, NFT market, top stories. Yep, it works. So yeah, we'll play with that. And we shall see. But dude, back to fucking the Zora thing. I am surprised by the fees. I'm surprised it got to $6. Thought we'd be at a couple pennies. So there's something there. Yeah, Nova. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yep. Again, it's just like a package deal. And what? Let me think what else. Anyway, I think there's plenty of fucking room to, or I should say opportunity still to do a show, monetize it, be able to do that. I always thought there'd be this future where, like, I hate using the term influencer, but I always figured there would be this future where you don't have the mega influencers, like the mega shows. You have smaller shows that can be sustained, that speak to like these specific communities. And we're kind of heading that direction. I always saw that as an opportunity. I think we're kind of even there, but I think that gets bigger as we go. Again, as everything comes online, communities have their representative kind of, and it keeps them plugged in and, whatever, but there's a way to keep it sustaining itself. So I've seen that for a while. I think that's where I'd like to angle towards. But dude, I'll tell you what the biggest goal has always been, and I've just never figured out who fits into place and what it looks like. The fucking Bodago show nailed it. They're what I think you need to aim to be. Same with the morning modern market. You need to do this like collaboratively. It can't just be one person. It could be, but like, BitBoy, but although he's got a team. It has to be a team of people. It does. And like, that's even this show. It needs to be a bunch of people. It needs to be other content creators, and you support each other, and you do tweets. You have to tweet. Most important thing out there is you have to fucking tweet. You have to. Yeah, I mean, the fucking Bodago is amazing with like 4 strong personalities that just grind on the content. That works. There's an opportunity for another group like that to come in and kill it. Nova, that site, I think, is WordPress. I'm so stupid. With some HTML. This is where like ChatGPT has come in very fucking handy for me, building me widgets. And like I tell ChatGPT what I want, and it writes me the code. I just paste the code in. And it works. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I'm setting it up where like I have a Google sheet that I populate with info. And it built me a tool that will take like it'll take a URL, it'll write the headline of the URL, and it'll take all of that and it'll put it on the site. I think that's this section right here. Like these pull from a spreadsheet. So as I do my morning research, and by the way, this will all be AI in a year anyways, but I do my morning research, I find the articles I want, I put them in the sheet, it automatically pushes it here. It's pretty cool. This is all GoDaddy. I'm so retarded with this stuff, so I don't know if I host it on WordPress. This is all just a GoDaddy, domain, and then where stuff lives beyond that, it's just all in the edit section on GoDaddy. Like where my site builder is. But that just speaks to how easy this stuff is now that I don't know shit about it. Registered that domain years ago, and I don't know shit about it. It's just I use AI, and this site, it's easy anyways. It's all kind of out of the box layouts. But yeah, there's it's an interesting time out there to be building shit. Yes. So I have an agent. I launched it on Waifu. That platform sucks. My Twitter account got suspended. I don't remember why. But I do have an agent. If I still have access to it, I really want an agent. I'm not great with the tweeting. I would love an agent that does it for me. And there's like projects that do that. That's coming along. Acolyte. Acolyte's a project that's doing that. Right? Like this is a social media fucking like a marketing project. So like the potential is there to build out AI that can like analyze viral tweets. You train it on specific like content creators, and it like kind of copies their style. AI will run this for you at some point anyways. I would love it if it's now. I would love an agent that like tweets the show at showtime, that I can give him clips of the show and he tweets it out and pumps it and stuff. E-Rock, good morning. Interesting. Yeah, I got to learn more about all this. That's again, even English and I were chatting like last week. Tweeting is the number one thing. You got to show great. Doesn't matter if you don't tweet. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking to grow, the show is what keeps people. If it's good, right? Or if it's solid, whatever. The show keeps people, but it's not the thing that's going to grow you. You have to tweet. Tweeting is what grows you, grows your reach. The show is what keeps them there. So that it's the tweets. And I would love to have an AI that's doing it all. What is that, Mike? What's a VPS? The thing, yeah, with tweeting, if it takes off the workload, it's like the crazy thing is, it's like I don't even tweet now, so it's not even part of my workload. That's what's so fucking intimidating about it. It's just that it needs to happen, and I know the time it'll take. Dude, we'll go over some more of the Zora comments, by the way, because some of them I think are great. I think some people out there, I think really get it all. Oh, virtual private server. What's the benefit of that? I'm with Jesse. Coin it all. Who's this guy? Endless tokens need to reach maximum dilution as soon as possible for focus on real innovation to start. Dude, yes, I agree. I am absolutely there. Flood the market. Shows that just being a token doesn't mean it deserves investment. Kill the casino. I love that. I'm 1,000% in that camp. I'm 1,000% in that camp. Anybody who's trying to do these artificial rules of like why there's like a fucking ethos to meme coins, that just doesn't get it. It's like trying to hold on to what things were, and it's never going back. Never. This is absolutely right. I don't love to tokenize everything, but also fuck it, tokenize everything. it probably does force us to where we were going anyways faster. So anything that gets us faster, great. Bodago. Hang on, I'll pull them up. They're great, dude. Nova. These are like OG Solana guys, right? And you've probably seen them on X, right? NFT Nick, that Choose Rich Nick guy, and Clemente and Easy and Pio. They're great. They're really fucking great. And then Modern Market, excellent as well. They're like, for me, they're more technical. Their show for me is like just a little dry. Like it's like tons of great info. And I sit somewhere in the middle ground. I'm literally in the middle ground of both of them. Bodagos are kind of wild and they're young and they're fucking like, they're silly, right? And then extreme opposite end is Modern Market. Yeah, I'm right in between. Like casual, not too serious, not as technical, not as wild, but like right in the middle. And there's an audience for that. Dude, Mibera, yes. Oh, dude, I owe you an address. I'm sorry. I completely lost track of shit yesterday. But dude, yeah, Nova, these guys are all great. Follow B-Check. B-Check hosts the Modern Market. He is fucking excellent. Good dudes. Let me see if somebody see if he bought my GVC. Nope. Offer's still there. I'm gonna wrestle with that one for a bit. 1.1 ETH offer. I feel like I'd be dumb to not take that, to be honest. I think I'll be dumb. I'm gonna do some thinking right here. Be right back. Give me 1 minute, guys. Cool. Yeah, sorry to kill the vibe so quick. That song is so fucking great. So great. I wish that guy would just click buy. Save me the suffering. Man, I like that guy so much. And there's so many good ones. See if that dude's still out there. He should be. Yeah, still there. It's like 4 that I'm eyeballing here. Definitely the red suit guy too. Let's see. Package comes with a lot of stuff. Oh, cool. Cool shit. That's all for like site building, Mike. Dude, the suit's killer. Dude, so good. All right, let me see. So 1.04 ETH I would take. So $1,600. I am pricing more and more stuff in USD. And I've seen more people talk about that out there. Like, we need to start trading these in USDC. In fact, the last NFT I bought, hang on, did I buy? Let me think here. Oh, I remember. I was going to buy a GVC last week, and I was just going to buy it in USDC. I wasn't even going to swap for ETH. I kind of like it. I kind of like just repricing stuff in USDC. $1,600. And then go back in and grab something I like at half the price. If I were English, I know what I'd do. It would be click and accept right this second. Ain't that the truth, right? So I would sell that, dude, and I would pocket like $600 here. $700. 700? 1,600. Yeah, $600. God damn it. $700. Yep. God, he's good looking. I also really like these. There is, I'll show you. There's one of these that if you were priced lower, I would go for right now. It's a headband. I got to show that. There's these gradient dudes with the headbands and gold chain or tattoos that are amazing. Gold chain tattoo trait. Like these are going to do very well. So right, I kind of like with the beard, and I knew that those would kind of catch a bid in the hoodies. These will catch a bid as well, big time. There's not many. There's like 40, 50. And they just look they look unique. Nothing looks like them. This guy's been speaking to me forever. And then this guy too. Those two are so fucking great. And then of course the two topless ladies, like that one and that one. These are fucking great. These will, I mean, floor's 2.69. They're not going to sell there yet because I don't think people get how great they are. Actually, let's see what they've been selling for. 0.75, 0.9. Oh, dude. Okay, maybe people are catching on right now. In the past day, 0.85, 0.9, 0.75. I think people are starting to catch on. Yeah. I think those are basically at the 1 ETH plus point. Think so. Damn, love this collection. How's NFTs looking? Let's see how the weekly numbers are looking. 85K. Yeah, we're not going to beat last week. Although last week was revised up because of Taproot Wizards, because Bitcoin tracking back live. Yeah, not great. This is again like October levels or so. August. No, we'll say September up to October. Yep, not great. Also, again, whatever. It's no expectations for it to move until Bitcoin does. I like this. I mean, I imagine we're all kind of on the same page here. Crypto market cap 2.7 trillion. Of that, Bitcoin's 1.6 trillion. Stablecoin market cap is 250 billion. Meme coin market cap 48 billion. NFT market cap 3 billion. It's all great, man. I mean, this is the bottom of the NFT market. It basically is. Not saying prices don't go down, right? Not saying prices don't go down if trade war shit. But I mean, what's up over on Abstract Glazy? Good morning. But like, man, basically the bottom. I like people thinking about the valuation of stuff. Gary Gensler's right about some of that stuff he's talking about. Again, misses the whole meme coin culture stuff, but ETH making about 70K a day, 100K a day. We're talking like 24-hour fees, revenue, worth 200 billion. Hyperliquid bringing in $1 million a day, worth 18 billion. He's right. Also, that doesn't mean Hyperliquid is worth more. It means the value of ETH is, it means the value of meme coins is mimetic. That's all it means. It's just speculative, almost entirely. Bitcoin is the biggest meme coin in the world. The end. It is. OpenSea enabled Solana trading on OS2 for everybody. You don't have to be in their little select alpha, beta group, whatever. So heads up about that, which is cool. And if you want to farm points or XP or whatever, then probably not a bad way. Trade Solana. It's not all meme coins yet, I don't think, but trade Solana tokens over there. Probably not a bad option. Rec Drinks revealed their abstract drink. Cool shit, man. Sour apple. I think hang on. Sour apple. Abstract apple. Really cool. Love it. You guys don't get audio on that, right? Pretty sure no audio. Yep. It's the best. It's the fucking best. All right, let me do a little scan, see if we got anything else cooking out there. And then I think I hear the kids stirring. I should accept that, shouldn't I? My head goes to where I think they're going. 1 ETH. They're going to 1 ETH anyways. Do I want to sell them where I think the floor will be in a couple months? Well, having the same number of these guys plus a little extra ETH. Hopefully I can grow that in the meantime. The smart play would be accepting that offer. I think we'll see 1 ETH bids on these soon. In fact, fuck, I'd probably list him right now 1.5. I'd probably rather part with him than this guy. The other play is just sell him, put him on the floor, and then grab the other guy. Just pay up a little extra, right? I don't know. Good options. It's a great collection. Still lots of action left in that one. So weird. So fucking weird. It's so hard English. It is, dude. That's so perfect. Dude, you say so much shit that makes me want to call my channel, like name my channel that, like edging NFTs or edging crypto. I actually wanted to rename this show Saturday Morning Cartoons. There you go, dude. Send a link. Send a link when it goes live. I'll share it. It's the problem, Nova. He's the guy I picked out. I'm like, okay, that's me. That's mine. That's the problem. And I remember the bear market when I'm like, and I told myself, dude, I sold my baby Kong because I told myself we don't play like that anymore. It's not how we do this now. It's different this time. I don't even think I have ETH to accept that offer. Let me see. No, I sure don't. Jesus Christ. Dude, edging is the best way to put that. Fucking A. All right, I got a boogie. Oh fuck. I'm gonna wrestle with this for a little bit. But guys, enjoy your holiday. Both holidays. Both of them, 420, Jesus Day. Hope Sin Saturday was awesome too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh boy. Anyway, shit. Subscribe over on Inside NFTs over on YouTube. Follow me at Huda_idiot. I'm live all week this week coming up over on Crypto Slam. What do we got there? Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. 9 a.m. Eastern time. We got like not this show, a little different version of the show, an hour. Top stories, the market, all that shit. And then 2 p.m. Eastern time, our AI show, my AI show, the Swarm Report. Dude, interesting. I'm noticing that picking up, that's picking up a little traction, a little bit. A couple of days last week, we got some views, right? Week before. But getting into the hundreds here sometimes, just because AI is out there, right? So we'll see. That thing's got some potential too. I'd rather just sit my ass here and stream the whole day. I think that would work. Well, whatever. Anyway, guys, appreciate you. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Eat some good food. And I'll see you back tomorrow. Remember, I'm going to do whitelist for that token. So keep them. Peace.